All right, guys, how's it going? I want to talk to you about Florian Wirtz, right? Because I don't think we've spoke about him for a little bit on here. And it's gone very quiet on that front. And I know some of you are like, oh, that's it, then it's for... I always think no news is good news, to be honest with you, because when you're seeing things being played out, it's because they want you, someone somewhere wants you to know something, or something's not working for someone, or something's undecided. I think when things go quiet, it's a good sign. All right, so don't worry about it at the moment. You know, like Milos Kerkez linked with us forever. You know, Liverpool this, Liverpool that, went quiet for ages, which made me think, that's sorted then. I'm sure, yeah, we're going to be talking about Milos Kerkez, but again, I'm not concerned about that. I think that's going to happen. But this video is about Florian Wirtz. Now, as you know from the beginning, I was like, oh, it's just, I'm a little bit cautious with it, right? Just a little bit cautious. You know, we had the big guns, the likes of Ornstein and Joyce, the only two journalists that talk about Liverpool that you need to listen to, trust me. And, you know, you've still got to be careful because there can be propaganda sometimes from those people. Not very often, and it's not them being deliberately, like, misleading or anything, but sometimes, you know, the club funnel stuff through them. And like I always say, if you're, you know, if they're saying something, the first thing I do is, why am I hearing this? Why am I reading this? So you've got to work out who it benefits. Now, I said from the off, you know, this is a bit, you know, everyone in the football industry, right, thought, whichever one you want to go with, past tense, present, past, everyone in the football industry believed he would go to Bayern Munich, and that's why a lot of clubs weren't getting interested. Even the big guns are saying, well, Liverpool, you know, they're throwing their hat in the ring. They don't expect anything to happen. But if it does, if he's up for it, we're up for it, right? And the one thing I said, someone left a comment on here recently, said, you were wrong about Wirtz. How can I be wrong? How do I know what's going to happen? I'm just saying be cautious. I was cautious. Who in the right mind thought we were going to go for fucking Wirtz and it was going to happen? Do you know what I mean? So, like, this is the mentality of some of these fucking idiots we get on here, guys. Anyway, so... you know, the message has always been, well, we don't expect to sign him because everyone thinks he's off to Bayern Munich. But my message was, Liverpool have got to get in his head. And when we started thinking about the reasons why would Ornstein and Joyce convert? Why would they, you know, why is that? And the conclusion I came up with, and I've mentioned this in previous live streams, don't know if I've mentioned it in previous videos, but we've talked about Wirtz on every live stream, is that I think that was part of Liverpool, like, really putting that, like, message out there. We want you. We want you. Even if the player knows and his family knows, whatever, still maintaining that pressure. So the whole world, you know, knows about it. Because Liverpool had nothing to lose. Because if they expect him to go to Bayern, what have they got to lose by putting that kind, you know, amplifying the message, right? And my opinion, as I've expressed many times, is that to make that deal happen, the Florian Wirtz deal happen, you have to stop him from going to Bayern Munich, right? It's that simple. You have to get in his head, no, we want you, don't go there, you don't need that, right? That is the only way I saw a potential deal happening. Now, I know content creators, Twitter twats, they're all banging on about Wirtz. Why? That's why, right? Because it's a major talking point. It's a big name. The fans are excited. I've hardly touched on it, you know? I like to talk about things when I think there's something to talk about, yeah? And I am still cautious with you, despite all the positivity. We are seeing nothing but positive reporting surrounding him, right? But, you know, a lot of stuff's coming out of Germany, and a lot of people that want the engagement, and a lot of fans that want it to happen, start building some of these German journals up and making out that everything it's like, the Germans, they know exactly what's going on. You can't trust some of these fuckers, trust me, right? I could give you zillions of examples of this, right? So some of you might see a particular German journalist say something like, that's got to be happening, or it's coming from that big German publication. I'm not like that. I'm like, yeah, all right, let's just fucking see. And while they've been like that, our side's been a little bit quiet. But I believe it could happen. I do. Financially, I see no reason why not. Because if they sell Núñez and Diaz, that would sort that one out in itself, I think. And there's obviously going to be other outgoings, and then there should be additional funds as well, you know? So there's a lot of like excitement and hype around it. What I'm doing is just being more grounded, like, wow, if this comes off, this would be fucking good. Wouldn't it? Yeah? But I don't want to get my hopes up and then come tumbling down. There's just something about it that's just making me just be more cautious, really, to be honest with you. But it's positive, and you know, anyone that's, you know, the people I would normally listen to in the media, they're all being very positive, and that's a good thing, right? So there's nothing to, you know, it's good. It's good. I like it. I think Liverpool are genuinely in for this kid. Didn't expect anything, and might have been able to get that, you know, foot in the door, so to speak. And it all sounds very promising. And let's hope. Fingers crossed. That's what I say. But don't be worried about the silence. I think the silence is good. Enjoy the silence. I think it's good. I do, honest guys. Don't think it's anything to be concerned about at the moment. But I'm sorry, but I'm not jumping in there with this is great, we've signed him. I've got people, you know, commenting on everything. Well, that's done, that deal's done. Then I'm like, well, let's just fucking wait a minute, you know. It's just a bit of caution. That's it. And the other thing I'm going to say to you as well, right, is everyone's super buzzing at the moment, right? Oh, we've got this deal, Frimpong, Kirkes, Wirtz. Everyone's like, oh, this is great. I'll reserve judgment at the end of the window, right? Because, you know, if they sell McAllister in August, man, you know, might have a different fucking view on it. You know, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just like, our owners have got an history of selling a big name to invest big money, right? I'm not saying that's what's happening, but when you've got that experience and history, it makes you more cautious. Just like, let's just fucking see, all right? So, how do I feel about it, Florian Wirtz? I'm very surprised with the reporting I'm seeing from people I would normally listen to. And I think it's positive, I really do. But, you know, we've been this close to signing players before and it's not happened, right? But I do think, I think we all know that the interest is real. We were all a bit shocked when it came out. And someone asked me on the live stream yesterday, would this be a PR masterclass by the club if it happened? Yeah, I really do. I think it would, because it would mean that they did. I firmly believe that if they did sign Wirtz, that they have managed to use the media in a really good way to get that message across and amplify. This is the key thing here, to amplify that. Do you know what I mean? So, hopeful. I am hopeful, guys. But I'm just like cautious, probably because I don't want to be disappointed, you know. Anyway, that's my view on the Florian Wirtz situation. If you like this video, please thumbs up the video. If you've got some comments on it, because we haven't spoke about it really, and it's been a strange few days, please do leave a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you can hit the super thanks, which is the love out under my video. God loves a tryer. This is all I do for my life, you know, and you guys help me a lot. So, and I always give a shout out to everyone that does that as well on my morning briefings, which are on my other channel, which I update every morning as a rule. The link is in the video description at the bottom. And also, it should flash up on the screen. That's my views on the Florian Wirtz thing. Don't worry. Just take it as one of them like, wow, if that happens, cool, nice one. But then can I just say one thing as well, right? This is going to be an age thing. But when you know, as a Liverpool fan, I'm 50 now, right? I know you wouldn't think so. But as a Liverpool fan, when I was younger, signing a player like Florian Wirtz wouldn't be a big fucking deal. We used to do it every fucking summer. You know what I mean? Like, we get the best players all the time. So I find it a bit difficult when people are like, oh my God, I can't believe we're such a serious club. It's like, fuck you on about. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, we wouldn't have gone, let's cheer the chairman. Such a great stuff. This was what Liverpool was. Getting the best. And if they get Wirtz, then that's a good sign, right? It's a sign of being fucking serious again. Yeah? Just hold the celebrations until September 1st or 2nd or whenever it fucking is. All right, guys, I'm off. See you in a bit.